Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Jasper, and it's lovely to see you again. Today we're going to be playing part 2 of For Mother Matron. So let's just jump into it. I believe where we left off was we were going to see Pucks and Rich, or we're going to go find Pucks and Rich. And those two girls said we should check the market. Anyway. The atmosphere was chaotic as people rushed in and out to buy food and other supplies with their allowance. I felt my senses bombarded by the endless chatter and the myriad of smells, many of which were quite unpleasant. And I lived near a sewer. Through the crowd, I slipped to what I hoped was the west side of the market. I tried to keep my eyes above the crowd so that the mysterious meaty Marissa, to find that mysterious meaty Marissa character. Oh, that's right, we gotta go find meaty Marissa and she'll tell us where Pucks and Rich are. Maybe. I found her quickly, or rather, I heard her.
Fresh meat! Fresh meat! Come and get your fresh meat!
Well, she's got style, I'll give her that.
Come one, come all. Tired of rat head cheese? Absolutely sick of fly patties? Come try
fly patties?
Ugh! You can find in the boarding. Flavor beyond comprehension.
Okay. Then she finds me, her eyes locking on me like a hawk.
You there, the beautiful lady with the sweater. Come, try Meanie Marissa's signature cuts, name pending.
This voice actress is pretty funny. Against my better judgment, I step towards the stand. I'm pretty sure I found her, but I ask anyway for confirmation. Oh, okay, I guess there's no voice acting here. For Lizzie, oh well. So, you're Meaty Marissa. I've been looking for you.
I see my reputation precedes me. Another eager customer looking for the most scrumptious, sumptuous, munchous meat. You won't be disappointed.
No, actually, before I say anything, this strange girl dangles a big fat slab of meat in front of my face. That does not look pleasant. That actually looks pretty gross.
Feast your eyes before you feast. Literally. Once you get a glimpse of my cups, you won't stop drooling. Don't worry, I provide free napkins.
Oh, well that's a bargain. Free napkins, huh? The strange slab of flesh in front of me has a kind of marbling and grayness to it that's downright repulsive to the core. My stomach immediately twists itself in knots. What kind of meat is that?
I told you! It's the tastiest and most unique meat in the market.
It's human meat. I'm calling it right now, it's human meat. That doesn't explain anything. No, I mean, like, where's it from?
From my supply, of course. You think I resell other people's cuts? Ha! The nerve.
It's human meat, I'm telling you. No, what I mean is, that doesn't look like rat meat, or any other kind of meat I've seen, come to think of it. It looks strange. She puts a finger to her lips and lets out a shh.
Shh. Trade secret for investors only.
It's human meat.
It isn't a secret, though. How delicious it is. Read the reviews.
She thrusts a long piece of paper in front of my face. Apparently, it's full of, quote, real reviews by her customers, written by hand in a messy script. Unique. Tastes like nothing else. Not the worst I've had. I would describe it as edible. A journey to Flavortown. A must taste. Eat it right now if you can. She withdraws the review scroll.
Come on, it's only 30 Jirok. Savor the flavor. Doesn't it look succulent, mouth-watering? Doesn't it get that stomach grumbling?
She sure is insistent. I ask myself morbidly, should I buy it? Ooh, do I get the choice? From here on, you may encounter a situation where you have a limited amount of time to make choices. Should I buy it? Well, the way I see it, I'm going to have pretty much no use for money. So, to survive, you'll need to act fast and think carefully. The penalty for running out of time will vary depending on the situation. In some instances, it may be inconsequential, but others possibly not. Sometimes it may result in instant death. In other instances, Lizzie will have to rely on her gut, and she might make choices that you don't want. Oh, wow. This is really cool. Be wise, alert, and cautious. Good luck. Don't forget to save your game often. Yes, sure. I knew this was probably a mistake, but sure, I'll buy it.
Okay. understand. Wait, you said yes? I mean, of course you did. No refunds.
See, I bought it so that way she'll more than likely talk to me about where Pucks and Rich are. I reluctantly hand her my hard-earned 30 draw. Read it in. She pocketed the money and handed me that fat slab of strange meat wrapped in a thin parchment paper. It's already almost transparent with slime. I held the meat in my hand, realizing that I overlooked an important detail. I had nothing to put the meat in. I'd have to put it in one of my pockets. I'm so sorry, Lizzie. I slid the parcel of meat in my pocket. I heard a disgusting squishing sound and regretted both the purchase and then my very birth instantly.
Anything else I can do for you today?
Tell me where Pucks and Rich are. Yeah, actually, I heard you might be able to help me find some people.
Here for the flesh and for the fresh information. I'm happy to oblige a happy new customer. It's on the house this time. What would you like to know?
You see, I feel like the meat will come in handy at some point. If a creature's chasing me, I could just throw it and distract it. And also, I'm happy to oblige a happy new customer. Yep. See, she's giving me information. You gotta give some to take some. I would have much rather just paid for the information instead. Oh well, whatever. Be grateful, Lizzie. Now you have food. I'm looking for two boys. One is named Pucks and the other is named Rich.
Don't know a lot about Pucks. Rich, though. You're in luck. Rich is a friend of mine. Well, an acquaintance, I guess. I don't know how he feels about me. I don't want to make assumptions. I like him, though. He's such a soft guy.
Ooh, steamy. I can see her eyelashes flutter wistfully as she thinks about him. Suddenly, she remembers that she's actively being watched by another human being.
No, I didn't mean like that. Like a friendly like. Understand?
I understand.
Anyways, he lives in one of those bunk houses near the west edge of Forgot. Careful, though. The ACs have been swarming around there lately.
That's odd. The bunkhouses are right near the border between Forgot and Nobi. Aren't they encroaching on Spruce's territory?
Some major shit went down there apparently near the friend shed. Before you get too excited. No, the beast in the shed didn't prove itself real.
The Friend Shed is a kind of local legend. Yes, I finally get information on the Friend Shed. They say there was a lonely kid that used to hang out near a shed in Nobi, which is the original location of the market district before the Threes Company moved everything. The shed was locked up tight and no one had ever been inside of it, yet this lonely kid one day heard a voice coming from it. Someone alive, stuck in there, that just wanted to have a friend to talk to. The lonely kid spent all of his time up there at the Friend Shed, playing and laughing and talking with his friend all day long. He'd get picked on for what appeared to others as him just talking to himself. Any attempt he made to prove that there was a voice in the shed ended in failure, with the voice remaining silent when anyone else was around. The kid didn't need to be believed, though. He had the friend he wanted. But then, apparently the shed got unlocked. The kid went inside and was never heard from again. It's worth noting that if the shed did unlock, it was locked very soon after, as it's still boarded up tight. I'm sure the kid was real. Urban legends usually have a small nugget of truth in them somewhere. However, I think what really happened to him was that a troop of the AC gang might have simply killed him while trying to rob him. They hid the body, and since the kid didn't have many friends, no one looked. No one tried to find where he was buried, and so his fate instead became part of the tapestry of a legend. Kind of sad in a way.
Some dudes got killed there, you know. They were an isolated patrol hanging around up there and they got killed. I don't know who was responsible, but they suspect the killer is hiding out in Fort God. Spruce gave him special permission to do searches in limited areas, starting with there.
Spruce is the unofficial mayor of Forgot, and she's backed by a peacekeeping institution that calls themselves the Four Leaf Clovers. Given the AC's violent tendencies of selling drugs, they don't get along. So, for her to allow them to look around in Forgot is really abnormal. Something terrible must have happened if she's willing to give them inches.
Personally, I think it might be a ploy they made up so they could slyly expand their reach. But that's just my intuition.
Ooh, surprised I didn't hear about any of this until now.
AC's gotta project an aura of being in control if they want people to take them seriously. It makes them look bad if they can't handle some punks slicing their boys apart deep in their own backyard. They're trying to keep it under wraps until they get the guy.
I see. Anyways, back to Rich. Can you tell me where he lives?
Oh, right. Got a map? I can show you where it is.
I hand her my hand-drawn map. She furrows her brow a little bit, but regardless, marks the spot with an X.
As for Pucks, as I said, I don't know much about him. I think he lives in Junks. But good luck finding him. Place is big and he mostly keeps to himself, it seems. Don't know what kind of brain damage you'd have to live there, though. Maybe that's mean. Something generally might have fallen on his head over there.
Oh,
I probably shouldn't say things like that.
oh my gosh. I understand what you mean, though. Odd to want to live in a place where the garbage and junk falls from the sky. Not that I have much room to talk, I guess.
Because you live in the shit-yard, right? I feel sorry for your nose. Honestly surprised you don't smell worse.
I have a smell? What? You didn't have to say all that. Anyways, I think I have what I need for now. Thank you so much for your help, Marissa.
No problem.
Whoa. The sound design's really cool, though. I like the voice acting in this a lot. You could tell they put a lot of work into it. It's a slog of a journey to Forgot, and following the vague directions the map provides certainly does not make it any better. I should really make more detailed maps sometime. Why is this place called Forgot anyway? I really wish I remembered. Ha! Ha! Oh. That was why. See, it's a funny story, actually. The story goes that the name comes from a kerfuffle that happened forever ago, back when the originals were laying the foundations of the boarding. By that, I don't mean the buildings and stuff. They were found where they are. Wasn't really fit for life, though, so the originals were tasked with making it livable. Eventually, once things were settled, the originals began sectioning off the boarding into districts, being named by whoever was appointed to run that particular district. Forgot, before it was named Forgot, was established by Saren Butcher Hodgkins, who was best friends with Junk's founder, Possum Brady. Neither were people of good reputations. The two went on a celebratory romp with some jugs of potato rum and their homemade chemical concoction, a drug that would eventually go on to be called canned heat. Oh, wow. Anyways, as you might have heard earlier, stuff falls from the sky in Junks. Well, at the time, that had not happened yet. There was garbage there, but no one had ever seen it fall from the sky. Can you see where this is going? A porcelain pug dog about the size of a person fell right on Butcher's head while he was taking a massive huff of canned heat, exploding on impact into a mess of shards. Miraculously, Butcher survived, but with permanent memory loss, and so when it came to officiate the naming of his district, they asked him what he'd like to call it. I forgot. I don't really care. And so, one of his subordinates got a little creative with the styling, and the name Forgot was born. Bonus fact, canned heat went on to become an extremely popular substance, and some blamed Butcher's survival on the drug's supposed side effect of near invincibility? Oh my god. Wow. Wow. The AC gang apparently has a quarterstone on that market and charge a premium for it, though people have made up their own cheaper concoctions in an attempt to approximate it. I don't recommend trying it, especially the homebrew kind. Stuff can melt your nose clean off, and moreover, it does not make you invincible. It just makes you numb to pain, or at least that's what Spruce's conclusion on the matter. Sorry, sometimes I have too much fun talking about the stuff I've learned. The boarding isn't a nice place to live exactly, but it has character to it. Its history, especially. I shouldn't waste so much time expositing, though. I'd be in a lot of trouble if I ran into an AC gang patrol. Careful not to make too much noise. I close the door behind me. No interest in being hassled by the ACs. I just want to find Rich and get out of here. Ideally, I should try not to spend too long in one place. I haven't run into anyone yet, but who knows? This building's kind of big. What could be hiding here? Hopefully just Rich. The walls are scuffed and filthy, with peeling paint that flakes off like petals on a dying flower. A musty smell of mold, and mother knows how many years of dust that's been clinging to dear life, waiting for the living to send it flying. Less graffiti than I'd expected, though. People with creative bones usually get a lot of inspiration from terrible places, it seems like. Well, now, there's something. That's the symbol that keeps appearing right here. If you can't see my cursor, it's in the bottom right of the screen. Actually, I might be over it. Let me move myself real quick. Yeah, it's like right there. That's the symbol that keeps, I see it. I don't know if you guys have ever seen it, but it's that right there. Alright, anyway. There we go. Okay. The entrance hallway terminates this odd junction between the rooms. A small set of stairs leading to the darkness. The matron's seal has been painted on the wall above in splatters of red paint. I really do not like this place. Something about it makes the hairs on my neck stand at attention. I feel like a rat in a starving cat's house. Nothing to be done, though. I have to keep moving before terror paralyzes me. Oh. Immediately, I begin to regret not having the thought to bring my lantern. Already at a fork in the road, with each path obscured in shadow. Go right. Well, good news and bad news. Good news, the place on the right path has some light. I can see. Bad news, it's a dead end. Let's see. AC for life. Ghost with a gun. Shit. Everything terrible is gonna happen. Nothing worth living for. Touch my pee-pee. How profound, moron. Your mother is going to happen. Mother Matron forever. There's that symbol again. Okay. Fantastic look on my part. Lots of things to look at here, though. This is kind of the artwork I expected to see earlier. The absolute mountains of scribbles and scrawls, some intricate and beautiful, others inelegant and blunter than a hammer. Some people find this stuff ugly and repulsive. I can understand why, but at the same time, there's an incredible amount of honesty in it. Even its inelegance, there is something beautiful to it. The pure desire to make a mark on the world and have somebody recognize it. To have someone recognize a pure expression of you, or at least a part of you. Or maybe it's just all scribbles on the wall and I'm reading too deeply into nothing. I'm not sure what message I am to glean from the ghost with a gun. I could probably think of some meanings if I had the time to think on it. I don't know. I don't get to talk to that many people, so maybe that's why I'm drawn to defacements like this. It's like I'm getting to chat with strangers, hearing the most important things on their mind right at the moment they were here. Something terrible is going to happen. Mother Matron forever. AC for life. That one looks relatively fresh. Your mother is going to happen. Touch my pee-pee. Okay, maybe I wouldn't want to meet some of these people. Question mark. Something on the sink catches my eye. A twinkle from the light shining in through the window. Where? A razor blade. Rusty. Why do I find this so interesting? I want to pick it up for some reason. Reaching my hand towards it, something in the air. An ugly buzz that hovers just above the quiet. A tremor in the air around my hand. Before I can pull back, I've already picked up the razor blade. Oh no. No. Oh, a bathroom in an apartment complex on the wrong side of town. A bathroom in disrepair. A woman with a dark, messy hair has some white tablets in a plastic bag. She delicately pulls one from the bag and stares at it. A slurry of feelings are resting in her stomach. No blinking, her hand trembling slightly, the feeling of tiny ants hopping on and off her body, crawling around with their prickly little feet. For a long moment, she simply stares at the tablet, and then part of her wakes up, the part of her that was born years ago during a party that went down in the annals of history in her mind. A place and time that will never come again. Not even processing her actions, the girl has taken a razor blade dulled with duct tape that she keeps in her pocket. She removes the tape on the razor. She proceeds to chop a section of the tablet. She uses a ceramic toothbrush holder to crush it into a powder, beautiful, pure white snow resting atop a bathroom countertop that has not been cleaned in months. Using a straw she procured from a fast food joint earlier in the day, she proceeds to huff the powder directly into her nostril. Oh, so she's doing lines. The flame in the nasal cavity, she shuts her eyes as they roll back into her skull. The crackling fire turns into a rapid onset of rapturous ecstasy. But it's not enough, though. She crushes up some more. A snort, a touch of bliss licks her conscience, and then nothing. She's on the edge. She can feel it. Just a little more. Yep. Snort, snort, cough, sputter, cough. Was that enough? No. More. One last tablet. For sure this time. The process repeats, and it's up her nose before she can comprehend how much has gone up there already. And then, there it is. She no longer feels like she's in a filthy bathroom. She feels like she's ascending. She passes by Icarus, and then the sun. She waves at angels at heaven's door. The vacuum of space welcomes her with open arms. The night sky behind her eyes that comes when the drug is in her system. A feeling that everything is fine. The party is back on. The music is loud and thumping. And then the girl loses balance. She stumbles and falls headfirst into a door with a loud bang. She's jittering like a roach in bleach. Someone's banging on the door. She cannot say a word. Oh my gosh. Huh? I feel so strange. My head is swimming. What just happened to me? Did I black out? Is this the thing I heard about when you're so tired you start to dream while you're awake? Ugh, I need to get a grip. I should keep moving. I make my way back where I came. Which way should I go? Go left. I find myself trudging down a very dark hallway, only faintly lit by a light at the end of the hall. I walk slowly and carefully, trying to avoid any obstacles obscured by darkness, with my hands crawling the wall like spiders for guidance. The texture is rough beneath my fingertips, oddly comforting. As I make my way towards the light at the end, my hands reach into nothingness, which nearly causes me to panic and fall. I couldn't see it at first, but there was a path hiding to the right, waiting in ambush. Nothing there I can see except more shadow. Soft darkness waiting for me to wade its waters. If I go that direction anyways. Alright. I'm gonna end this video here. Had a lot of fun playing. And I really am starting to I'm really starting to enjoy this game a lot. Anyway, let's see here. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. This has been For Mother Matron. If you'd like to see more of this, please drop a like, comment, and please subscribe if you're new here. I love adding to this little family we've got. And please drop a comment. Tell me about how your day is going. I'd love to hear from you. Anyway, my name is Jasper, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye-bye.